The only circumstance that matters is the one that you will not let go of. I'm going to say that again. The only circumstance that matters is the one that you will not let go of. And during this video, I'm going to be explaining to you exactly what it is that you can do and why it is that you're actually holding on to these excuses, because they are based on what it is that you are wanting to manifest. So stay tuned for that. For those of you that are new, welcome. I am Natalie. And for those of you that are coming back, it is super lovely to have you here. I'm an intuitive manifestation coach, and my channel, As the Pennies Drop, is all about guiding you to create these fulfilling, lasting relationships that you have always desired to experience. If you would like to find out more about me and my coaching solutions, all you need to do is just click on the link below this video. You can also follow me on my variety of other social media platforms too. Again, all in the links below. And please note, today is the last day that my Be Love group transformational journey, the 4-month journey with me, is on sale until the end of today. So if you haven't checked it out yet, or it's something that you've been thinking about doing, then click the link below the video, because today is the last day. It is on sale. Okay, sit back, let's grab my coffee. It's early in the morning. I'm recording this for you all on Sunday, the 11th of February. So cheers. Here we go. The only circumstance that matters is the one that you are holding on to, the one that you consistently keep telling yourself. That same story that goes over and over and over again. And I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this to be a derogatory comment at all. I really, truly don't. But I want it to sink in. Your circumstance that you think is so goddamn special, your circumstance that you think is so unique, that you think you're that special because you've got that circumstance, ain't. I'm just going to say it in a real proper kind of British way. It ain't that special. I've heard it all before. I've seen it all. I've been doing this job for years. Your circumstance isn't any different to anybody else's. The only difference is that you don't let go of your circumstance, and you keep telling yourself that it is super special. So let's go through the list. And even if it's not on this list, it still ain't special. And the only reason you keep telling yourself it's special is because you are fundamentally holding on to a belief about yourself that you cannot have what it is that you want, which obviously I'm going to go into in the video. Okay, they are with somebody else. They've left you. They've told you that they don't love you. It could be to do with money. Your boss said that you're not worthy of that promotion, that you're not worthy of that amount of money, you're not worthy of that pay rise. They live in a different country. They're moving to a different country. Their family don't like you. Their friends don't like you. You blew up their phone and they saw you go batshit crazy. They've ghosted you. I'm just trying to think of some other ones. They chose somebody else over you. They cheated on you. They've lied to you. What other ones can I think of? I think you get the gist. They have an illness. The circumstance doesn't matter. Years ago, when I was manifesting my ex back, consciously and unconsciously manifesting, I didn't know that I was doing the unconscious bit, because it was unconscious. But I would hear, we're not compatible. I would hear all the reasons under the sun. I don't want to hear from you anymore. I don't want this. I don't want that. And the way that the times we broke up time and time again, but the way that I dealt with it is how I want you to learn to deal with it. And I took my focus off, especially when I was doing the conscious manifesting. I took my focus off what was, and I put my focus on what it was that I wanted. So I took my focus from what was going on out there. So him telling me we weren't compatible, him telling me he didn't want to hear from me anymore. I took my focus off that and I just focused on what it was I wanted. Because I trust that this process works. Because this process works. And you can send so many messages on here to tell me that it doesn't. But the only reason why it doesn't is because you're not doing it. You know, everything that I've wanted, truly wanted to manifest has come true. You know, I even, you know, I even said to one of my friends at the beginning of January when I was about to launch my Manifest to Love program that, you know, I'd like to have a certain amount of clients to, you know, within the next few weeks to sign up to that program, the right clients, the right people, the high achieving, inspirational people that really want it. And I was out with my friends on Friday night and they were like, well, have you got the 4 that you wanted? And I went, yeah, but I've got more than that. And they were like, wow, but you manifested the 4. I was like, yeah, I did. I had no idea where these clients were going to come from. I didn't put a circumstance or a block in the way going, oh, you know, not good enough. Or what if people don't? I'm spending a lot of money on my business coach to transform my business. I didn't go, what if I spend that money and nothing happens? Because that's not the outcome that I want. That's me then blocking. That's me then holding on to a circumstance, putting an obstacle in the way. I'm like, I've got a business coach because I know she's shit hot and I want to elevate my business. I want to take it into a different direction. So I focus on the outcome that I want. Therefore, I get the outcome that I want, bigger and better than I can imagine. You know, I don't focus on how things are going to happen. I just focus on what it is that I want. And then I keep actioning and moving forwards and doing the work. It's like what Jim Carrey says, you know, when he wanted to become an actor. You know, he didn't just sit at home eating a sandwich. He was knocking on people's doors. He was making things happen, but he was manifesting it at the same time. So it happened. Yeah. Like Michael Jordan, like Oprah, Jennifer Lopez, all Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, there's a documentary about him on Netflix. Watch it. It's inspirational stuff. You know, even if you don't like him as an actor, it doesn't matter, but it's inspirational stuff. He didn't stop him being, nothing stopped him from getting to what he wanted. Even when it took time, nothing stopped him. He had a goal and he achieved it, bigger and better than he could possibly imagine. I have goals and I'm achieving them bigger and better than I can possibly imagine. I don't allow what goes on out there to stop me. I don't focus on the out there. I focus on what it is that I want in here. I let go of the circumstance. And that's what I do. If it's something that I really want, I just let go of the circumstance. I let go of the fact if somebody's ghosted me, if somebody said that they don't want anything to do with me, if I'm not hearing from somebody, you know, or if, you know, a client says they're going to sign up and then I don't hear from them, I don't focus on that. I focus on the fact that I've got clients that are interested in my business, are interested in my coaching solutions because they want to win at life. That's what I focus on. That's my story. I don't focus on what isn't happening. I focus on what I want to happen. Therefore, it happens with the right people at the right time. I don't allow any circumstance to get in the way. So the only circumstance that is stopping you from having what it is that you want is you. You are your circumstance. You are the one that is blocking you from experiencing what it is that you want. So the only circumstance that you need to let go of is the one that you're holding on to. Now let's get into a bit more of the mindset stuff. Why are you holding on to this? Why are you holding on to it? Let me pick a subject. Let's pick a subject of not being chosen, because that's quite a popular one. That people seem to experience quite a lot. And it's one of the ones that I experience. So we'll pick that one. So let's look at it. So you've got this circumstance that they haven't chosen you by either cheating on you, leaving you, treating you like you're an option, not prioritizing you, not showing up for you, not being fully committed to you, like dipping in, dipping out, that type of thing. Why is that? Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Because that's the circumstance. That's what they're doing. So why is that happening? Why is it you can't let go of that story? The reason why you can't let go of that story, because it's a part of your program, it's a part of your pattern. And it's understanding where that came from. It's understanding where the hell did that pattern come from. So, you know, years ago, I had that pattern of not being chosen, not being shown up for, not being gone all in with, not being prioritized, you know, and that was one of the most difficult patterns for me to release. But it wasn't until I got to the root of why that was happening, why I was being treated like an option, why I was being treated like people didn't really give a shit, why I was being disrespected by people that I thought were my friends, in loving relationships, family members. It's dreadful. Why? Because that pattern was following around me like a bad smell. It was horrible. It was following me around. Everywhere I went, that pattern went with me because it was what I was holding on to in here. I couldn't see it, but I knew something wasn't right. I even remember when I was 20 years old, saying to my mum, "Mum, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me?" And my mum was like, "Nothing, Natalie, there's nothing wrong with you. People are just jealous of you." Now, I had no idea what she was talking about. To be honest, I was like, yeah, it's not. My mum was trying to protect me, but I was like, it was not very helpful comment because there was something fundamentally that I was doing that I couldn't figure out. I couldn't figure out for the life of me. I couldn't figure out what it was the fuck that I was doing. And it was awful. And I would see these other people living these incredible lives, you know, in loving relationships, having, you know, really good career and, you know, being confident. I was so unconfident because I was consistently being knocked. And then the more I was being knocked, the more unconfident I became. And oh, God, that poor girl went through so much. But I had to fundamentally work out why. Why was these things happening? Why was it then? And then because obviously these things are happening, my story was, the circumstance was, people don't treat me well. People treat me badly. I'm always the one that gets left or hurt or abandoned or, you know, disrespected or not valued, not included. That was the pattern. That was the pattern. So that pattern was then the circumstance because I was holding on to that, which then the more you hold on to it, the more that reflects to you. Not being worthy, not being valued, not being respected, not being wanted, not being chosen, not being enough. But it wasn't until I did the deep subconscious reprogramming where I pulled out that disgusting, horrible, nasty weed that was growing and growing and growing painfully inside of me. And it was this is the root cause. I wasn't enough. And no matter what I did, it was never enough. So wherever I went, no matter what I did, it was never enough. No matter what I said, it was never enough. No matter how much people pleasing I did, it was never enough. No matter how many times I chose other people, it was never enough. It was never enough because that was my deep rooted belief. And so then underneath that kind of umbrella, like the biggest, most darkest, most deepest belief that I had about myself was I wasn't enough and nothing ever I did was ever enough. Then had the not being chosen, not being wanted, not being shown up for, not being gone all in with, not being a priority, not being pursued, not being loved, not being lovable, not being respected, not being valued. And then all of that then led me to then show up unconfident with low self-worth. I'm not liking myself, not loving myself, wanting to be anyone but me, anyone but me. I remember I wanted to be like Kylie Minogue or Jerry Halliwell. You know, in our yoga days, I loved that. I wanted to be anybody else but me. It's awful to think that I used to think that about myself. because I love myself to my core now, because I dug deep and I did the work. And now I'm in that vibration of love. I attract that vibration of love. So I have financial abundance. I have a globally successful business. I love myself to my core. I wouldn't want to be anybody else but me. Does it mean I'm perfect? No. I'm perfect enough for me. And I work on myself every day to become a better version of me every day. You know, I've only got loving, kind, supportive, caring people in my life. A handful, just a handful. Don't need any more than that, just a handful. You know, I'm financially abundant, and the abundance is growing. The abundance and the experiences I'm getting to have in my life now are mind-blowing for me. For me, they're mind-blowing from where I was. I let go of me being the circumstance. I let go of those stories by understanding what the root was. I pulled that disgusting root out and I planted some brand new soil. That's my new foundation. And I planted some beautiful seeds, some beautiful flowers. And they blossomed and they're still blossoming. And as long as I keep focusing on my self-love practice, they will continue to blossom and my life will continue to blossom. And therefore, when you see yourself this way, a circumstance does not get in the way because you don't allow it. You don't allow it. So if something in the 3D is showing up that you don't like, you're not being chosen. No, I am chosen. I am somebody that is chosen because I'm enough in every single way. And that was the empowering belief that I flipped. I flipped that story to being somebody that is enough in every single way. I am enough in every single way. So therefore, if anything was reflecting to me, it's like a little test or something from the universe. No, that's who I used to be. That's not who I am now. I turn away from it and I just focus on me. I'm somebody that gets chosen. I'm somebody that is wanted. I am somebody that is enough in every single way. And I align to those beliefs. And the more you align that, the more you're reprogramming those neural pathways. But you have to understand fundamentally what that root is. And that's why I created the Be Love program, which I said is on sale to the end of today, the 11th of February, 2024. That's why I created the Be Love Group Transformational Journey. I am going to teach you a life transforming skill of how you can get to the root, how you can get there and yank it out, and how you can embed an empowering belief there. How you can love yourself to your core. So you're vibrating at this energy of love to attract love. And love is abundance. That's the highest timeline. That is your highest self, love. So you will then attract mind-blowing levels of abundance, the specific person, new love interest. You may not want the specific person. You may still want the specific person, but fundamentally, that will be your choice. But you will only ever accept that level of love and abundance now. Once you know exactly what it is you've been carrying on inside of you, we pull it out and we embed beautiful, empowering beliefs to override that, the right one, the correct ones. Not only are we going to be diving into what that root cause is, we're going to be taking you back down a journey of your past, of what you've been holding on to, these past experiences that have been holding you back, that you've formulated a belief about yourself and about life in general, based on these experiences that have happened to you from your childhood, maybe past life, past generation. Maybe it was when you were in the womb. Maybe it was when you were being born. Maybe it was after your birth. We will uncover that through a process of timeline regression. We will also understand what negative emotions you're attached to about yourself based on these experiences. We're formulating the puzzle. And when you know what that puzzle is, and we piece it together, and you go, that's why that's happening. Now we can flip that. Now we can flip that. Diving deep again back into the subconscious to revise that, to release that, to get you your own personal, tailored affirmations that have come from your subconscious. That's what we're going to be doing. So you're not just affirming any old affirmation any longer. You're affirming the right affirmations, the ones that are aligned to your journey and your story and your truth. Not somebody that's spoon-fed them to you. They come from you. I'm going to be teaching you how to do this. So once we've done that, that is now going to create a brand new foundation. We're pulling out all of the weeds from the garden. We're putting some fresh new soil down, and we're going to plant some beautiful new seeds. And those new seeds are the new empowering beliefs, these new empowering affirmations or learns, we call them in this program, where you are going to blossom. You're going to be recoding using this skill that I would have taught you. I'm going to be recoding those neural pathways for you to finally change what is going on out there for good. And specifically, this is going to be around you falling in love with yourself so you can finally attract the iconic love that you've always wanted. So I'm going to be taking you down a journey to create an iconic love story that you will then be able to share with your friends and your family. No longer just listening to somebody else's love story. No. And sitting there going, why isn't that me? No, this is my journey. This is the timeless love story that I'm going to be sharing with you, my beautiful, iconic relationship that I've attracted because I did the work. You're going to have access to a private free Facebook group. You are going to have access to a captivating library of incredible content for you to dive into, all aligned to healing and creating this beautiful, iconic love story. The thing is, when you're in this high vibration of love, not only are you going to attract that, obviously, it's more. It's going to be mind-blowing levels of abundance because your confidence will be through the roof as well. You won't be settling for anything less. Money will flow. Opportunities will come to you, and you'll recognize them now because you'll be recognizing your worth. It's just incredible. This is how I transformed my life. You will be, I will be dropping in each week information for you to indulge in, techniques for you to master. And we'll be going through this in the sessions as well. There'll be a Q&A at the end of each session, which the sessions are an hour and a half long. And the beauty about this too is that you don't have to join the live sessions. You don't have to join the lives because they're all going to be recorded. So if you feel like you can't make it one week, that's okay. The information is going to be downloaded for you in the library for you to indulge in, okay? And also go back to as a refresher. There's going to be 2 time zones available for you to join. And yeah, we're going to be starting at the beginning of March. So like I said, if you can't join live, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As all the sessions are going to be recorded. Now, obviously, if you want to be a part of the Q&A, you're going to want to join live. So, but there you go. There's so much more I'm sure that I've missed out. But I just wanted to go through a bit more detail. And so if this is something that you are interested in, guys, I would hate you to miss out on the sale opportunity. So the sale ends today. Variety of different payment options available. Click the link below this video. It will take you to my Instagram page to let me know that you're ready. If you don't have Instagram, just email me at natalie@apenniesdrop.com. Okay, so circumstances. The only circumstance that matters is the one that you're not letting go of. And the reason why you're not letting go of it is because you don't see your worth of having what it is that you are wanting. So it's easier for you to tell the story because your past beliefs are aligning to the version of you that is that person. So it's easier to continue that story. The other thing as well, actually, is it can be quite scary to finally actually get what it is that you do want. So again, that's a negative emotion. That's the fear. What would actually happen if you did actually get what it is that you did want? Anyway, this video is very, very long. I know that, but I wanted to jump on here just to give you my little inspirational pep talk. Anyway, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this. Please take care. And like I said, if there is anything that I can do to help you with, then just click the links below this video. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Take care.